get everything set up. All right, guys. We're back again. You want to try? You want to try co-casting?
Yeah, co-cast.
Okay.
Do this, why not?
Peasant here with my co-caster,
Super Fubi.
Super Fubi. He was playing Viper last game. Oh man, this is all messed up.
I'm hearing some prayers from the players for good heroes.
They are praying to the gods, but they need to remember that even if you get a great hero to start with, you're not necessarily going to keep that hero for the rest of the game. So.
Yeah. Last time I played ARDM, I got 4 kills as Shadow Demon before I ended up biting the dust.
Yeah, no, it's always nice when you get like a hero that you actually know how to play and you enjoy playing, and then it's always so sad when that hero dies off and you're back to sadness again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the video, but oh, there you go, it sorted itself out.
There we go. So, for the Radiant, we've got Earth Spirit, Enchantress, Shadow Demon, Sand King, and Beastmaster.
Oh.
You can see a pause real quick.
Instant disconnect here from the Lycan, and the potato computer is system chalk this time around. So we'll just list off. I'll go ahead and start with the Dire. We have Baron playing Huskar, system chalk on Lycan, X15 on the Skywrath, Andamon playing Caudal, and Virgin Breaker on Magnus. And on the Radiant side,
we've got Diana Prince playing Earth Spirit, Okapi playing the Enchantress, Squirt with the Shadow Demon, Bear Walkin' with Sand King, and Izzy with the Beastmaster.
So what do you think? Who do you think's got the early game advantage here in terms of lane composition and just general hero strength?
Well, the Dire have some pretty good defensive abilities. Let's see, they got Lycan, Skywrath. So yeah, those two supports, well, not Lycan, but Skywrath and Caudal, they can make for a pretty safe lane for whoever's farming. Huskar's also pretty strong. I think he'll do fine no matter if they put them in the him in the off lane or mid lane, which I think would probably be optimal.
Yeah.
Okay, Lycan's gonna reconnect. But Radiant do have some pretty good offensive utility. Disruption into the Sand King Bro Strike is always nice, and they've got a good amount of burst with the Wild Axes from the Beastmaster. So
yeah, right now I'm kind of seeing a Huskar mid, and then the tri-lane top with the Lycan, the Caudal, and the Skywrath with the Meg off lane. These guys have a little bit more of a strange lane composition, but they could do Earth Spirit off or mid, and then Beastmaster off or mid, and then Enchantress either in the tri-lane farming for, or maybe give Sand King the farm, or she could have Enchantress in the jungle and just take advantage of the early levels in gold, which you wouldn't normally get in the RDM. So
yeah, I want to say that Sand King's slightly more efficient in the jungle. Not because you can take creeps from level 1, but because once you get a big stacking cleared in, it'll take a short amount of time.
Yeah, but they could actually do some nice coordination between the two of them with Enchantress stacking some camps and taking others, and then later on Sand King can swing in with his Sandstorm and get a lot of gold and experience. What's going on, guys? Why haven't you started yet? Lycan's back. Yeah? Okay.
Much grace to you.
I think it's going to be fairly difficult for either Radiant or Dire to get any early kills. I think there's a lot of good offensive utility. I don't think we've talked about the Earth Spirit yet.
She's going to go for a Rolling Boulder first. I'm actually not super familiar with Earth Spirit, so I could say this looks good. I don't know, do you have any more information?
Well, generally, if you're looking for early game stun, you max the Q. What was that effigy say?
TA, always forever my favorite. We have a Void here as well. Anyways, that's distracting us from what's actually going on.
That's very eloquent.
So, Enchantress and Sand King going bottom. We have Shadow Demon going top with what looks like an Earth Spirit. So I'm not sure about these lanes, but then again, when they die, it could change all of a sudden.
Battle will commence.
Beastmaster's going to be mid. Sky swinging down
seconds.
towards that bottom rune with Huskar and Meg. Looks like maybe he's going mid. He has a skewer first. So, yeah, these lanes are very strange. They're not what we expected, but they could work out. I mean, it's just a question of the level of skill and cooperation amongst the players, really.
We've talked about the lane so much, but ultimately it might not matter if there's any early kills.
I mean,
but it's unusual because it's very defensive on either side.
This is ARDM, so it is going to be a little bit sillier, and that might be why they're doing this instead of what you would typically expect. You want funny commentary.
Radiant's a bunch of bitches.
There we go. Wait. Radiant? No. Magnus mid. Hi. No items? Oh, you're
No items on the Magnus.
So Mag going
Oh
for
wow, the
going
no item build.
Yeah, he's going for, it looks like a bottle first.
He could,
Misses the last hit with his skewer there, but does manage to land it afterwards. So right now these two are even, and it's just dual lanes all around the map. I feel like I'm back in Dota 1 playing as a complete noob.
Yep.
Now we have a DC from the Sand King, so we're gonna pause again. But
could be a compromising position top, but
yeah,
BM coming out from the Shadow Demon.
Oh, Sand King back in it already. He's quick to rejoin. And yeah, this could be a dangerous situation for the Caudle. He does have his blast, but that's not going to help him much if.
Right. The rolling boulder
yeah.
offers a lot of mobility, level 1, and it's got some, and it's a pretty decent burst, but I'm not sure if it's as good as the stun that you get from
boulder
Boulder
smash.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see if he decides to roll over into
Anyway,
Caudle. Caudle
Crash
actually
goes off,
fighting Shadow Demon pretty straight up. And it looks like Enchantress is going to be hanging out in the jungle a bit. She does have her enchant. And it's just going to be a solo Sand King here against these two. He should be able to fare reasonably well as long as he doesn't get silenced.
Yeah, that would be pretty compromising. Burning Spears just does so much damage in the early levels.
Yeah, this should be pretty easy for them to
Burst
dominate.
comes out.
Sand King choosing to go offensive. I actually like this from him. He's actually lined Skywrath up to the point where...
he's actually really hard.
Yeah,
Wow.
if he does get another Burrow Strike, he should be able to kill him. But we'll probably see a Salve come out, or maybe just a bunch of tangos and he heal back up. But you're kind of establishing this psychological element that you're not willing to get bullied around. It can help a bit when you're in a lane that's a little bit more difficult. But,
And they don't have any decent AoE in the early levels, so any harass that Sand King does, he could probably get away with it if he sandstorms immediately after.
right, yeah, because until level 6 comes up on the sky, we're not really going to see much there. There's a lot of stuff happening here top, but Earth Spirit managing to roll away, and that's probably why I decided to take Boulder first, just to have that option to get out of a really bad situation.
Better safe
So,
than sorry.
Bottle first here on the Mag is pretty nice for him. He should be able to get this rune top, but he is kind of struggling against the Beastmaster, who's chosen to go for Stout Shield and stats in the form of Twigs, and he's going to have his bottle up now as well. So Meg's kind of lost that advantage. We also see that he's leading pretty heavily here on last hits at 12-4. Sky picking up a room for himself, and he might be able to find a kill as a result of it, potentially.
scary. Oh wait, Invisible, he's scary, he's mid.
We have some
Technical
commentary here from the people playing.
Yep.
They're all in the same room, so it's a little bit difficult to avoid that overlap in terms of information being provided to them. So we're just trying our best to commentate without them knowing everything.
I think that Beastmaster's playing the mid lane pretty well. Generally, I would say that Beastmaster versus Magnus mid lane is fairly even, but he's ahead by quite a few CS.
Yeah, he's got, what, 6 extra last hits and 4 denies, which really adds up in the long term. Mag actually heading down towards bottom for some reason. I think that maybe they're trying to find the Enchantress in the forest. There's a slow coming out. Here's the concussive shot, but she's got enough health to survive, and the Untouchable's helping her to avoid taking damage. Nice Centaur stun there, going to stop him from being able to follow up. And meanwhile, Mag's kind of wasting a lot of time down here. He's looking for the Sand King, but Sand King's not going to die to the Magnus without any follow-up. He does Sandstorm. It's going to save him from a lot of damage. There's actually a courier flying back through here, but no one's able to capitalize on that. These guys, they really need to go and... well, Mag needs to head back to mid lane and try and put up a fight against the Beastmaster, who's level 5 now, so maybe it might be a costly decision for him. There's a rolling boulder coming in over here on the Lycan. The extra damage does not get applied onto him, but he is disrupted.
Oh, kick back. He should be able to do it.
Oh, nice way from Caudle, going to push back the Shadow Demon. And Caudle's actually choosing to chase here on top of him. But he's going to be taking a lot of damage from the creeps. This could be... Oh, okay, he backs up. He's going to be alright. But it looked like it might potentially be lethal. System Chalk looking for the kill there.
Nice dive and the rolling boulder away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Mag has his boots
Not that
now.
I care one way
He's
or
able
the
to run a
other.
little bit faster. But
The item
Beastmaster pretty even with him on that. And he
Dire's
has more
middle
items as a
tower is
result of
under
his
siege.
earlier build choices. Still not seeing any kills though. Where are the kills? This is all random deathmatch. You kill people. That's what you do in this mode.
Yeah. Killing comes later. It's all about patience.
Yeah, both teams really playing it pretty safe. I imagine we'll probably see a kill. Some input here from the players. There's a chance for a skewer here, but he didn't take the opportunity. Could have skewered him right into the tower. Beastmaster pretty cheeky here, trying to, I don't know, maybe he's playing mind games with the Magnus. Good time to use that rune, because he was pretty low on health.
Once Beastmaster and Magnus reach their level 6s, I think if they make a rotation, then we're going to see
Mag's actually looking for a kill here, but
wow, that's
sorry,
an
BM's
awful skewer.
Well, I think he was just backing up because he didn't want to get hit by the Beastmaster ultimate.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And Sanky's gonna die! He's gonna die! You need to see the Tango, he's dead!
Wait,
He's not dead! He's dead! Oh, he's alive! 11 health! And the first kill of the game doesn't happen. Not sure if he was doing just really, really intense math in his head or just didn't have the presence of mind to eat a Tango, but well played nonetheless. He survives to live another day.
We haven't talked about the item builds too much, which is probably one of the most important things considering this is ARDM. See a lot of GG branches.
Everyone's pretty poor. I think the lanes are kind of suboptimal and no one's really being able to farm as much as they would like. But we do see power treads on the Huskar. And yeah, in ARDM you like to see builds, item builds that are a little bit less focused on like a specific hero and more just generally useful. Enchantress needs to use her heal right away before she takes too much damage. Now the courier's getting attacked, but Meg's actually just right below her, and he gets a regen rune. She needs to run. She can't know where to run. She's trying to look for a juke here through the trees. She does use her heal. It gets cancelled, and that's the first death there on the Enchantress. Difficult situation for the Enchantress. Not really much for her to run to. Shadow Demon buying himself some time, but he's taking a lot of damage from the wave, and Lycan should be able to run him down. Yeah, this is probably going to be his death as well. So that's 2 kills now. He's using his ultimate to make sure he's going to be able to seal the deal. Not sure if it's totally necessary, but they finish off the Shadow Demon as well. And the Earth Spirit dies as well, so 3 kills in quick succession here for the Dire side. And wow, Skywrath Mage came prepared. He's trying super hard. He's got Dust here for the Sand King, but Sand King's going to make it away. Not quite as close this time, but he makes it away. So the respawns we have Tinker here, we have a Centaur, and a Vengeful Spirit. So some pretty good heroes that they've picked up on their side. Tinker's pretty low on levels and has no farm, so it's going to be Dizzle. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for him.
You giving us a preview of the Snoop Dogg dance?
For Rizzle.
This could be it.
Venge looking for a stun. She does throw up the cry, but nothing else there. Huskar moving away quickly enough that he doesn't get.
He needs to go man mode. Go back in.
So I think based on the fact this is on cooldown, I think he found the kill on Earth Spirit there with his primal roar. And Tinker, being a piece of shit like Tinkers are, using his marching machines. Problem is he doesn't have a bottle, he doesn't have boots of travel, so he's not going to be able to keep this up to the same extent that he probably would like to. But we'll see how that develops throughout the game, whether he's able to live long enough to really get to that point where he's super frustrating to play against.
It's really hard to play as Tinker into ARDM. You really need mana regen, but you don't really want to build up towards that in case you get a hero that doesn't really need something like a Soul Ring or BOTs.
And Cent actually has his ult, so there's an opportunity for some pretty good kills around here. And this is the stacking and not really stacking, but the jungling you were mentioning earlier. So Sankin getting a little bit of free farm here in the jungle. This guy's trying.
I think. Do you get that? No, Sand King still got it.
This guy's trying to steal the kill there, and he has a haste, but the haste is going to run out soon, so he could potentially be in trouble. But Husk ready here. He's going to jump onto the Tinker. Would like to see a laser here on the Huskar. Really needs to laser. Okay, he's going to stop him from being able to attack. This might be the death of Huskar. He's taking a lot of damage from the machines, and he's dead.
Nice.
So the Radiant, after some shitty deaths early on,
it was a little too ballsy.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
They're kind of coming back a little bit. That Centaur ult helped a lot with bringing Tinker to safety and setting them up for a kill.
Well, probably one of the best all-around ults in the game, Centaurs.
Radiant's top tower
it used to be so broken
attacked.
before. You stunned them when you ran over them. I remember that was just insane.
Apparently, back in like Dota 1, it was just like
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yes, I remember that. It used to just give you strength, which is the weirdest thing.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
Well, Drow's ult used to be a chance to insta-give a creep. It was the worst thing ever. Because by the time you had it leveled up, you just killed creeps quickly anyways.
I didn't hear about that.
It's pretty funny. Looks like Centaur might die. This is going to be a pretty big loss for the Radiant team. They're going to lose his ultimate. He turns around, uses his double edge, but he's going to fall anyways. The Radiant looking to respond here, finding them out in the jungle.
I don't know.
Uses his axe, he's doing a lot of damage, but the Dazzle Shallow Grave is going to save him from the damage for now. And looks like Beastmaster might die as well. Oh, he's just barely alive with the poison. I think finishing him off there. Venge looking for a kill. Like he's so tanky, he's got all this farm. There's actually a sniper now on the other team throwing out an assassinate. And the wolves are chewing away here at the Venge. I don't think she's going to be able to escape. She's going to be losing what little gold she has. Oh, but the tower doing work here on the wolves. The wolves need one more. Oh, the heal from Dazzle going to keep the wolf alive.
She would have been fine if she just...
Dyer's
Oh,
middle
hey, the
tower
epicenter
is
came
being
out.
attacked.
Looks like the guy killing Skyra.
And they do manage to kill off this guy here.
Please report whoever kills.
We hear prayers from both sides, just hoping for
Oh
something
wow!
good.
Looks like we got a Pudge in this game.
Pudge, chances for some big hooks, and I don't know. Every time I see Pudge in an ARDM game, he's pretty lethal most of the time. Assuming they're able to hook.
Tower is under siege.
So we'll see what happens as a result of that.
You can't like mentally prepare for every hero.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I was playing against this friggin' weak ass hero a second ago. Oh, and now it's Pudge.
Yeah.
360 pure damage.
So we'll see what happens here if he's able to line up a hook.
Berate him for every hook that
He's doing the stop motion. Oh, and he
wow.
closes in with the rod. That's the death of Sniper. Pretty shoddy positioning on his part. Sniper, one of those heroes that you really need to play like you have 10 health, because as soon as you get jumped on, you're dead.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Sand King might be
like
looking for a revenge here, and he has no money, which makes me wonder, does he have Blink
Radiant's
Dagger?
top
No.
tower is under attack.
He does get
he's
silenced
fine.
by that AoE silence.
Maybe they're
on
not
Trail.
actually damaging.
Some action here on top.
No, they are.
Clock blocking in the Lycan. He's not able to run away.
Clock block.
Is there, yeah, he's clock blocking him. No deny.
Radiant's
Was pretty
top
close
tower
though.
has been destroyed.
But Lycan manages to run away.
Current score 34 to 36. Yeah. Fairly even.
And yeah, you'll notice the scoreboard's a little bit different if you're not familiar with ARDM. This is the reason why I like it so much. Is you have 40
Dyer's
lives.
bottom tower
You know,
is being
it's
attacked.
like you manage to pick them off, then they start dying one by one, and soon they can't even respawn. It's just a lot of fun. It's very different. Tinker opting to go for a
Dyer's bottom
non-traditional
tower is under
Tranquil
attack.
Boots build.
You're allowed to start trying now.
Not sure how I feel about that. He's gonna heal up. Maybe he's getting a soul ring, and that's how he's gonna keep his mana regen going. Just benefiting from that the health regen.
I mean, even though BOTs aren't optimal on every hero, they're still
Big
hook
hook
comes out.
And the ulti to follow up. No ulti from Tree, and he could have saved himself potentially. He's gonna pop the ult though. He does manage to get away, and now Pudge taking a lot of damage. Will be a pretty big loss for the Radiant side if they do lose Pudge. And they got a Void. Very lucky for them. Just a very strong hero overall, and a good turnaround on the Pudge. Didn't think Tree was going to be able to get that off in
Those
time.
are some quality items on Void, by the way. Glove base, Mantle of Intelligence, and boots.
Void's been having a difficult time. He was supporting a Skywrath, so he's pretty low on gold and hasn't really had a chance for much experience or last hits, but does have that ultimate. And when you play Void, all you need to do is Chrono, you know?
Yep.
After that, it's
Gotta
easy.
take down the boy.
Yeah, there's a kill order being
Oh.
placed on Void.
Oh,
Sand King has a chance here. Nice follow up here, double stun, and that's a death for the Dazzle.
That's a waste of
Sand King actually wasted his ultimate, but he needs to go ahead and Sandstorm here. He's going to take too much damage from
Come on,
the
do
wolf.
Sandstorm.
And there's no
Yeah,
sight on the Lycan. He's just hanging out nearby, waiting. Sand King thinking he might be able to turn. Clock coming in. Will the clocks happen? No mana for the clocks. He's not going to be able to follow up with that. Meanwhile, oh geez. Oh, Sand King so close to death, gets healed by Abaddon at the last moment. No ulti on the Void for a little while though, so a good pushback here from the Coddle, going to save him from the aggression. And it looks like the Radiant's going to have to back up because they don't have much mana or health. But some pretty exciting times and decent coordination. You don't expect this in an ARDM game, but both teams trying pretty hard.
Can we take a look at the gold graph real quick?
Of course, yes.
Oh, looks like Dire have quite a bit of net worth.
Yeah, they're ahead by 1250, but it's 14 minutes in the game, so it's not a huge deal. If we look at who has the farm, it's reasonably distributed. Abaddon with a lot of farm. He's been finding a decent amount of kills throughout the game, and he did start out mid, so.
Yep.
I really want to see that blink come out on the Sand King, but he's struggling with finding time to farm, and it's been a really aggressive kind of in-your-face game, so not so many opportunities to just sit back in the jungle.
It's ARDM.
It's ARDM, yes.
No carries, no supports, just mindless violence and slaughter.
Tinker, despite his lack of boots travel or bottle, or Soul Ring, which looks like he's making now.
What
He's
I
doing a
don't
pretty
get
good
is
job.
He's had this hero for quite a while now, and he hasn't thought to just go for
Dyer's
the
middle
traditional
tower
item
is
build.
being attacked.
I'm
feel like
surprised he
he
didn't put
really
more
needed-
points into Marching Machines, given that he's using it so
Oh.
much.
Oh,
Lynx
there's
might be
Lynx.
looking for something here, but he's
wow.
he's overdoing it, and he gets picked off. Clock gonna break out him and his friends, and that's an easy kill for them.
That was lack of coordination there.
Abaddon does still have his ultimate up, so he's able to
Dyer's
play a little bit
top
more
tower is
aggressively than
under
usual.
siege.
And there's some interesting things happening over on the other side of the map that I won't disclose, given that I didn't disclose them. in
They're
the previous
doing
game.
Dyer's
Rosh.
top tower is being attacked.
May or may not be doing Roshan. There are pings coming out on the map as a result of this new information, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time.
No, go there in time now.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Both teams moving towards the Roche pit. The new information they received. Clock giving sight. Picks off the Lycan with his rocket.
Dyer's top tower is under siege.
Not sure how I feel about us telling the other team that he was doing
They
Roshan,
wanted
but
funny commentary.
My co-casters succumbed to the demands of the crowd, and as a result, they do know what's happening. There is a Marching Machines coming out here on the pit, but there's not really anyone left in it. Void did jump away. Kind of a failed jump. He's stuck up on the ledge. That's what happens when you don't get a second point in time walk. They are going over onto the tree, and they want to kill him off. He's a super annoying hero, but he's going to get away. Just so tanky with that living armor.
Oh, no, they don't like it anymore. Oh my god, Juggernaut.
Void's actually still
as bad
stuck
as
up
my
there.
call out was. It's entirely possible that they would have rocketed the pit at some point.
I don't know how Leshrak got up here, but Leshrak is up here.
Goofy ass games.
Why? I have a model.
Don't give them the courier.
Nice blink picked up here on the clock. That's going to
Oh,
help him a
nice.
lot with. It's not really a conventional item, but like we said earlier, you kind of want to pick up stuff that helps throughout the game on multiple heroes. So unless you get something like a Quap or an AM that has a blink built in, blink generally is very useful. And a Nature's Prophet actually as a replacement for the Clinks. So we might see some Rat Dota. He has a blink as well. See how many blinks in this game? 2 so far. I expect we'll probably see more. Yeah.
Do we have any major items out yet?
Aside from the blink, not really. Everyone's very poor.
Oh, there's a Vlad's on.
There's a Vlad's, yeah, a Vlad's and a.
Update. There's a jug in this game.
I think that was the replacement for the guy who was playing Huskar, and before that, I don't remember what hero he had.
Killed
They are
the Clock
chasing
Man.
over on the clock, but Clock actually he blinks in to the trees and he's
Wow.
stuck. Void is able to hit him from there. There's an Illuminate coming from, but now as a result, the Jug is stuck for a little bit. Could switch to Intred's TP out sooner, but decides to just hang out. I guess he's maybe waiting for the tree to be cut or something.
I don't know. He's
No, he's just
well
waiting.
now he can TP out.
He's just happy where he is.
well, I mean he's
Dyer's
not
bottom
liability
tower
there.
is being attacked.
We have a Soul Ring out on the Tinker,
Thank
getting
you.
closer to a typical Tinker build. We haven't seen kills for a little while here. I mean, there was a kill on Clock, but it hasn't been quite as active as it was early in the game. Both teams playing more conservatively, hiding on either side of their map.
Yeah, let's go, boys. And girls.
Still not even a quarter of the deaths used up.
Yeah.
And
Might be looking to
see a
jump over
stun.
here onto the tree.
Oh.
Nice stun on
I
top.
think they overlap.
Pulse Nova.
Root comes out.
Lesh is taking a lot of damage, but the shield comes out on Lesh. Will they be able to finish off the Treant? There's a lightning. Treant does die. Finally, they're rid of that Scourge. Where's Faceless Void? Faceless Void is in the jungle. He's not fighting with his team, and they're getting sent back to their base.
wow,
Looks
that's
like
deep
Nature's
dive.
might die as well. He does have a blink up. He hasn't used it yet, though. Just barely met the Void's to
There's another blink.
damage. There's
Nice.
Razor finishing him
Dyer's middle
off.
tower
Faceless
is
coming in
under
from
siege.
behind. Will he be able to mop up? I'm not sure he has the damage. Even with a
Radiant's
Chronosphere,
bottom
probably won't be able to
tower
take out the
is
Razor.
under
Razor does choose to use his
Definitely
ultimate.
not now.
Have been
And no
fortified.
static link available for him.
Dyer's middle tower is being
So that was a
attacked.
good engagement for the Radiant. Right after we said not much was
Radiant's
happening, they
bottom
actually
tower is
started
being
fighting.
attacked. I only mentioned
Sand
that
King's
because
playing pretty
Radiant's
aggressively.
bottom tower has fallen.
Someone yelling Blueberry, not sure why.
Chronosphere was used
Oh,
to.
this might be the end of Tinker. Just after
Nope.
he started to get his
Might be
items up and
alright.
running, and he manages to get away.
Dyer's top
Abaddon,
tower
actually a
is
really
being
good hero in
attacked.
this mode. Helping people survive when they would otherwise just die straight up.
Abaddon's a good hero in general. He's
Dyer's
got one
middle
of the highest
tower
win
has
rates
been
in the game.
denied.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like him too.
Dyer's top
And
tower
Void
is under
walks
attack.
in.
Oh,
and now
Void
he's
jumps
gonna
in, doesn't
die.
have his ultimate. Void is going to die, and that's the end of Void as well. Undying coming in with a tombstone, doing a lot of damage, slowing them a lot as well. Abaddon now has his ultimate activated. They choose not to continue to pressure.
That was a quality time walk.
Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes
That's true.
mistakes.
I'm not immune either. My worst mistake in this game, I did Rosh as Viper, and then I left the Aegis in the pit. Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
So I lost my co-cast for a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, he's taking out the trash, literally. Tinks has a null talesman now, and we continue to witness the gradual development of this hero into something we're more likely to recognize. A Blink Dagger now up on the Sand King, a really nice pickup for him, doing a lot of damage to this morph. But he's got that strength morph, and it makes him really tanky. Looks like Sand King deciding just to hang out for the time being until he's able to blink away. Probably a good decision on his part. And after that string of deaths, we have OD, Undying, and I think Axe were the new heroes as a result of everyone dying. So, pretty decent composition. Both teams have been doing pretty well in terms of the heroes they've been picking up. Tinker, lots of damage with that missile, and he's able to actually chase down OD. OD doesn't have enough mana to use his Go Fuck Yourself in Another World ability. Forget what it's called. Let's see. Astral Imprisonment. Surprised Razor actually didn't decide to go for the lightning, but he backs up Plasma Field. Jug actually pressuring a lot here in mid. Doesn't have enough mana for his ultimate, and that's going to be the end of Abaddon after a rather successful reign as a key healer on his team, keeping people alive. So the teams are closing together in terms of the kill differential again. Axe misses the opportunity there to jump on the Tinker, probably deciding to play it a little bit safe given that they don't have any vision here in this area of the map. So.
He didn't have Culling Blade either.
Doesn't have Culling Blade, really?
Yeah, he
did not level it? Oh, I use it, okay.
Why are there no Dagons yet?
Yes, no Dagons.
That's just a great item on every hero.
I'm of the opinion that Dagon works in ARDM if you have a hero that benefits a lot from it, but I don't like it really because it doesn't suit all heroes quite so well. Had a lag spike there, and now we're just watching people farm.
Yep. Both teams deciding.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Yes,
but it's going to be a pretty long game at this point. Not
Yeah.
even halfway down the kills counter for either team.
Yeah, this game is taking a lot longer than they usually do.
Dire's bottom tower is
would like to
under
see another
siege.
team maybe attempt Roshan. Maybe we won't spoil the fun this time by saying what happens.
Dire's bottom tower is being
Axe does
attacked.
jump in here, uses the top, but actually doesn't hit the Sand King, who's able to continue using his Sandstorm.
gonna die.
This is going to be the death of Axe. Wants to chop there at the end, but I don't think he had quite enough damage. OD actually misses his ultimate. Jug ulting onto the Razor. Razor's so tanky, but gets finished off there by Morph at the very end. Les trying to hit his stun. Oh no, Sand King using his ultimate does. They got another 4 kills, and they're starting to whittle down the Dire pretty badly in terms of remaining lives.
Dire's
That
bottom
Chen
tower
was
is under attack.
pretty opportune.
It'll probably be
Yeah,
fine.
good timing right on the Chen, and it's funny. I don't know if he was building a mech before. Maybe not.
He couldn't keep Razor alive.
Dire's
but
bottom
kept Razor
tower is
alive
being attacked.
Long
just
enough.
long enough so
Yeah.
that they continued chasing, and SK was able to channel
Set up
the
the
ult.
rest of that fight, yeah.
Yep. All right, so we got Tide and Lena.
The Morbid Mask. I think this was for the Faceless Void.
Fun fact, when I first started playing Dota and I was a complete noob, I was terrified of Tidehunter because he has one of the biggest hero models.
He's
And-
huge.
Yeah, he's huge, and I just thought, oh god, he's gonna destroy me.
I guess as you got more familiar with the game, you came to realize that hero model size doesn't necessarily need hero model power.
Yeah. But I do like his model quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it's nice. He's like a big scary watermelon.
Whatever. Blink there.
We're now up to 4 Blink Daggers out of the 10 players. We'll
Not
see if we
even
can
that.
get some more going. There's a Force Staff as well on the Chen. Just nice to have mobility in this mode because it's good on pretty much every hero as we discussed earlier. A Weaver and a Visage and a Tide and a Lena, given that they lost 4 heroes, they got a new roster of heroes now. They don't manage to hit the stun, so it's not going to lead to the death of Chen. He's able to back up pretty easily. Doesn't get marked by the bugs either, but Lesh does get marked, and it's going to clear it off pretty quickly. Lashrax, you know, when you play RDM, people don't really support most of the time, and I think that might be part of the reason why the Radiant's doing so well. Yeah, nice timing there on the Doom for the Radiant side. They're able to Doom off the Weaver and prevent him from becoming a big hassle. Sand King looking for that stun, does manage to pick off the Visage. This game is quickly going just the wrong way for this team. Tide needed to use his Ravage there, instead uses Anchor Smash, doesn't have enough to Ravage. And yeah, this game just
It's getting really
going
hard
further
to
and further
track.
downhill. The Radiant
Is he
building
gonna
up an
be able to
advantage.
get-
Oh, a nice mini stun there from the Doom, going to prevent Tide from being able to get out, and he's going to die without ever being able to use his Ravage. So really rough fight there.
Oh no, the Tombstone!
Oh, big kill
God.
from the Chen, going to save his teammates from dying to those zombies, and they actually managed to last hit the whatever, what's it called? The Tombstone. Yeah.
Pro tip, guys, attack the Tombstone.
That was a really good fight for the Radiant. And this is a sort of a factor in ARDM is
Dire's middle
once
tower
you're
is
able
under
to
attack.
force them to continue
It's probably
churning through their
nothing to
heroes, they can't
worry
really
about.
build or skill ideally, and you start to gain an advantage that way as well.
Right, it's also...
Dire's middle
Well,
tower
it's
is
kind of
under
hard having to
siege.
switch between so many different skill builds at once. But hey, they get a Zeus now. They
Yeah,
have
they have
Zeus and AA.
a
That's
lot of
really
kill
good.
potential here. A Necro, an AA, a Zeus, and Luna. So
They have pretty good teamfight abilities.
Chen using one of my favorite techniques here, the Trollnado, to spot out what's going on.
He's still in the
Chen does
dark
know they
jungle.
passed through middle. He's looking to back up now, but
Oh,
this
he
actually
might
might be
die
his
here.
death. There's going to be a mini stun from the Luna. She might choose to pop her ultimate, maybe.
Oh.
No, Chen's going to
Oh,
get
that-
away.
That next level.
Lena
force
blinks
staff.
forward. She's going to line up. Oh, she doesn't
Oh
line
my
up the
god,
stun.
the Ju-
Luna
but
needs to just
he's-
bite the bullet, use her ultimate, and there you go. There's two ultimates used. Probably would have been better just to go ahead and have that
up.
initial ulti used, but
They committed
the
quite
death
a
of
bit to
Chen.
kill him.
Meanwhile, Sand King, who actually hasn't died, I think he might be the only person in this game who hasn't died yet.
He's going
Continuing
for
to
an
farm, and yeah, he's going for an egg and M's.
That's pretty risky, because you die once and you get a hero.
Yeah, who doesn't benefit from it at all, yeah. Another item I like to avoid. I might have gone for a Veil of Discord or a Force Staff instead, but I mean, he hasn't died yet. It's 26 minutes in, so maybe he's blessed. Who knows?
So with his current item build, what's the worst hero he could get if he died?
I don't know. Anyone who doesn't have an Aghanims upgrade, I guess, and really doesn't benefit from that extra
Medusa.
health. Yeah. Well, Medusa, she needs to be pretty tanky.
Oh, looks like he's gonna get another kill on
That's
Lena.
a dead Lena. These blink daggers are just proving incredibly lethal. And there's a third blink up, and this time it's on the Luna on the other side. So we're up to 5 blinks. Half the heroes in this game have blinks.
Tinker's still in this game.
Yeah, Tinker as
How's
well.
he
He's
building?
going for a Dagon.
Oh, no BOTs. Looks like a smoke coming from the Radiant side.
Yeah, the Radiant side smoking up. They're gonna look to see if they can find someone on the Dire side.
Oh,
Doom blinks
blink.
forward, gets the reveal, knows there's someone nearby. 4 staves to find out where Zeus is, and throws the Doom down on the Luna. Luna's probably gonna die. As a result, so is Zeus. Zeus getting out some damage before he does die. And there's actually a Chikiro here I didn't notice earlier. Blink forward, they pick off the next person. They're down to 17 lives now.
Damn.
And Necro and A are forced to drop back without.
The gold lead continues to accumulate for the Radiant.
Yeah, now it's 7,500 gold. This is
I guess they're an actual team. What, Justice Gaming?
oh, that's just they just happen to have a banner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you don't really see this too often where one team is so coordinated.
Dire's middle tower
So
is under siege.
I don't know if there's a lot of typing going on their side or in-game chatting, but they're doing a pretty good job of keeping everything together.
It's a
Dire
Dota
has
set,
fortified its
you know?
structures.
A
Dire's
does
middle
manage
tower
to
is being attacked.
frostify everyone on the Radiant side, but there's no follow-up, so they're not able to get some of the kills you might expect.
Dire's middle
What
tower
level is
is
that ult
Dire's
anyway?
middle
The
tower
ult
has
is
been
level 2.
destroyed.
Okay, so that's at least
Radiant's
better
bottom
than level
tower
one.
is being
Yeah.
attacked.
Sand King continuing to farm, nearly has his Blink Dagger. He has enough for it now. I imagine he'll send that and hopefully a TP if he's not an awful Dota player.
Oh, he's got the axe now.
Yeah, Aghanim's up. And the
Invisibility.
career's full of stuff.
Yep. Oh,
The
Career's
Radiant's,
completely
the Radiant's
full.
be making too much bank. They're buying all these items, and there's no space for Sand King to get his Aghanims. Looks like he's choosing just to drop back to get his item instead. Tinker running into a risky position here. Is invisible though, so the other team doesn't know where he is exactly. Let's do another roll call here on. There's
DK.
DK and Quap are the new entrants here on this side of the map for the Dire.
Quap with the Vlads. That's not optimal, but it's not the worst.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like we discussed earlier. Vlad's is a good item, and it applies for a lot of people, but I mean, if you're not a melee hero, you're not going to benefit directly from carrying it.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that you're going to be support who's helping out a melee hero on the other team,
Really
this is a dangerous
ballsy on
spot
Jakiro.
here for the Jakiro. Doom jumps in to help out. The ulti for the clock only hits the Jakiro, but Doom might actually die as a result. No, I think he'll be okay if he's able to keep his distance.
Damn.
Meanwhile, CK doing a lot of damage here.
Radiant just won't die.
Jack picks off the AA. There's the Necro. It's going to finish off the Jack. So that's 2 for 1 right now. But it looks like maybe the Radiant might be looking to avenge that kill. We'll see what happens here. Sand King ulting up. He's coming in. He gets 2. There's the stun on the CK. There's the death on the Necro. That's 4 down for 1 overall. And this game's spiraling out of control for the Dire side.
That was a really good
SK up to 14 assists. He's got a big grin on his
Dire's
face.
top tower is under
Certainly
siege.
happy with himself. Sand King, by Sand King I meant Dragon Knight, is kind of risking himself here. Nice
they're gonna
blink
get
forward. Are they going to be able to follow up with
Dire's
enough
top
damage to
tower
finish him
is
off? He
being
might be able to
attacked.
get away. He's pretty tanky with that force F and everything else. Squirt pushes himself forward but doesn't find any kills here. Some good wards being set up, and actually some D wards being made as well.
And
Dire's
on the
top
Dire
tower
side,
is
we've
under
got
attack.
Naga Siren, Death Prophet, and the final 2 spawns are Anti-Mage, and who's Chaos Knight going to be?
Dire's
Enigma.
top tower is
So
under
CK,
siege.
he did have that blink dagger, and now he's playing
Dire's
Enigma,
top
so
tower has
That's pretty
fallen.
good.
this could be the turning point.
Radiant's bottom
Black
tower
Hole
is
being,
under siege.
the turnaround ultimate.
Yeah, no kidding. You managed to hit everyone with that, they're pretty done. Although they do have a Doom on the other side, so if Doom can find that the Enigma. But they also have a chance for a pretty good combination. You have Death Prophet ulti, you have Naga Siren Song to set it up, and Enigma to jump in and throw down the black hole, wait for Naga to turn off her ult.
Yeah, what's important now is that they have, I don't know, high ground defense, but then again, high ground isn't entirely necessary in this game. There's 13 lives left.
Yeah. Radiant's at the point where they can just realistically just try and continue picking people off and find a win that way. So the Dire side really needs to make something happen with their newly forged heavy team fight lineup.
Right. Interesting. When I last saw Doom, he had the Frost armor.
An epicenter coming in here from
Oh,
the
wow.
Sand King. Gonna catch out the Dragon Knight. Enigma on
black
top of
hole!
that. This might be the
that
end of
was-
Sand King. Sand King gets out. There's an interrupt from the Enigma. That's a team wipe. 5 down. They're down to 8 lives. That looked like for a second like it was gonna go the way of the Dire.
Oh yeah, that looked really good. And then that Aghanim Scepter on Sand King.
There was an
so
interrupt.
much.
I think the interrupt was... Where was the interrupt from? Oh, Leshrock
Yeah.
got a stun off there. Stop the Enigma ultimate.
His items aren't even
Dire's
that
middle
amazing,
tower
but
is
Pulse
being
Nova is just
attacked.
wrecking the Dire.
Yeah, and Leshrac actually has drums and and a Vlad, so he's choosing to go kind of the support build, which is working out because Lesh hasn't died in a long time either.
Hey, getting a 5-man wipe.
These 4 guys, Tinker, Lesh, Doom, and Sand King, have been alive for a long time. It's just Io that... Well, it's just Diana that keeps dying after the initial success mid as Beastmaster, just feeding.
Alright, so we've got...
Dire's
We'd like to
middle
see
tower
Lesh
is under
use
siege.
Diabolic Edict.
Techies. Venno, Brood,
Dire's
Lich,
middle tower has
Bristleback.
fallen.
Lots of ice armor going out here. A nice
Dire's
pickup by
middle
the
barracks is
Doom,
being
keeping
attacked.
people alive.
So which hero is going to make the plays?
I think we might see some pretty big plays from the techies. If he's able to mine up the base, that's some pretty easy kills there. Sanky coming in, wants to pick off the techies before he's able to be too much of a problem. There's the kill on the Venno. There's the kill on the techies. That's 4 down. There's 1 left. Bristleback is fighting here up against Doom, but there's 4 people there to oppose him. I think he's just trying to bait them, stack as many cool sprays as possible, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away. He's getting some distance. He had a chance there. Oh, he's going to get off into the fountain, so he's going to be all right. But meanwhile,
Yeah, forget what I said about plays.
you're asking who would be making the big
Dire's
plays.
bottom
I think there was an
tower is
opportunity with
being
techies, but techies is dead now, so...
Techies being the plays hero. Oh,
Io brought
Dire's
back
middle
another... Wait,
barracks
where'd they
is
go?
under attack.
Pulled back Sand King. Oh!
where's Doom? Oh, look up there.
Dire's
Doom's actually up
structures have
near
been
the fountain.
fortified.
Oh, and he's got a
Nice.
Dagon too, so he might be able to find pickoff here with his
Yes.
level death.
Thank you. For the
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
So after
Dire's middle
a
barracks
complete
is
lack of
middle
Dagons, we're
barracks
seeing
has
two
been
coming out
destroyed.
here on the Radiant side. Kind of just looking to cement their advantage that they have managed to get. So that's a Rax down, only 4 respawns, so soon enough they won't be
Dire's
able to
bottom
resurrect it
tower
all.
is under siege.
Lesh might be in a bit of trouble.
Doesn't
Juke's
have
the
enough
other
mana
way.
for TPing.
There's a blink available for the Slardar. This is probably going to be the end of Lesh.
Bye-bye, Lesh.
By Lesh.
Dire's bottom tower is being
Oh,
Sand King
wow.
coming in.
Nice epicenter. Oh, wow.
Oh, Sand King's probably going to
Oh,
die.
this is bad.
Oh dear.
Oh, we gotta be careful.
Oh,
Oh, he's so dead.
Slardar gets the stun off. Sand King
Oh, is he?
manages
Oh,
to jump up on top of the hill.
The Dagon comes out. And now the Doom.
There's a Doom.
Oh,
Slark jumps
Slark
over the edge, doesn't get the kill.
wow.
Double kill.
That's 2 more down,
Stoke the furnace with your corpse.
and they're pretty much
whatever.
done. Doom's waiting for that Dagon to be available again. Oh, Alk
Oh,
charging a stun,
Alchemist.
but Doom's gonna be able to jump away. It's gonna be a self stun on Alk. Really surprised.
Supplies.
Really surprised Slardar didn't come back and stun the Sand King. I thought he was done, right? All he needed to do was just throw down the stun beside him.
I wonder how he leveled it. Maybe it had a long cooldown or something.
No, it's fully maxed.
Yeah, you should have been able to get that earlier. And then Slark missed with the pounce.
Yeah. So Sand King still alive. The only original gangster left in this game.
Yeah, I guess.
Tink-
Oh yeah, he was there since minute 1,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he's been repping the Sand King all game long. Switching over to Boots of Travel, gonna help him with running away. And just a really aggressive TP. We can tell that he's getting kind of cocky now. Right up on top of the PA.
nice blink.
She uses her blink to get away from that quite successfully, and he's actually exposing himself here. He does have a burrow strike, and this is probably going to be the end of the other team. There is a other Titan ult coming out. That's a kill. No, it's not a kill on anyone on the Radiant
Bane
side.
comes out, walking down Doom.
The Dire's trying so hard, but they're just so far behind. They try and fight back. They get Dagons in the face. And 2 respawns left, 4 dead. There's going to be 3 left to fight. This game coming to an end. Take a look at the graph here. It's just been, ever since the 18-minute mark, nothing but up for
Last
for the
time I
Radiant.
asked you to check the graph, it was at like 1,000.
Yeah.
And now it's 20,000 for Radiant.
I think it was 1,000 in favor of the Dire. That was
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you guys have to check.
That's the most they ever gotten.
A blade mail over on the other Titan. He's gonna die as well from the burn and the combination of the sliding fist there.
Someone back in time now.
So it's gonna be Yellow and Brown who revive. We have
Storm
Storm Spirit
Spirit.
and Brewmaster, 2
Dire's
big
middle tower is
playmakers.
being attacked.
They could potentially find a
Dire's
kill.
middle tower
Will they
is
be able to
being
kill the
destroyed.
Sand King? I think this is all the game's come down to. They need to find the Sand King and kill him. He needs to die.
Radiant sacrifice Sand King.
Dire's middle
Storm Spirit
tower is
deciding to go over onto the Doom. Oh no, Brew's gonna die.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There's a missile coming out. So low in health. How do you finishes it off?
Oh, the ancient dies before they get the last kill.
What an exciting game. I need to drink some water, but
Same here.
that was fun to watch. Good game on both sides. Pretty convincing victory from the Radiant.
I think it was just building up that